Qatar is not building an Air Force base in Idaho. I know people on this app and even some of the mainstream media is saying that that's what Pete Hegseth said, but that's not true. Pete Hegseth was only a major in the National Guard. He doesn't know what he's talking about half the time, and Trump surely doesn't know what he's talking about. So when they go off the cuff at a press conference and say something, you need to take that with a grain of salt and be like, is what he just said even possible? And it's not. So let me help you out. Qatar has been cozying up to the Trump administration for quite some time now. They bought a bunch of F-15s from us, and part of the ceasefire deal in Gaza said that the Americans would train the Qatari Air Force on how to fly those F-15s. And we're going to do that. So what Pete Hegseth should have said today is that the United States will host Qatar's Air Force for training in Idaho. And now Fox News, of all people, is trying to double back and re-clarify what Pete Hegseth said, because people started flipping out at the idea that we would allow Qatar to build an independent Air Force base on American soil on a secured facility, which we were never going to do. And even if we did want to do something like that, it would have to pass a congressional and Senate budget package. Something like, oh, we're going to let somebody else build a military base on American soil would never even make it out of committee. It would never happen. So no, Qatar is not building a military base in Idaho. This is why I say people who don't understand the military should be extra cautious when they are reporting on military operations. And mainstream media and creators alike should not just be parroting the things that Trump says. That's how we make narratives that are untrue true. See the video before this. Qatar is going to send some of their Air Force pilots to Idaho to do joint training exercises. Now, we may construct like a bunker for them to stay in or something like that, some temporary structure, but they are not getting their own independent Air Force base on American soil. They never were. That wasn't what was written in the ceasefire deal. Pete Hegseth misspoke. So I hope this video makes it as far as the other ones that were panic farming about Qatar being able to build a military base in Idaho went, but I highly doubt that. When it comes to military reporting, you can always count on folks like Knitting Cult Lady, Preston Stewart. I will give you the facts when I've got them. If you want to go to mainstream, go to Jennifer Griffin. She's the Fox News reporter inside the Pentagon. She's extremely responsible. Just be careful. And please do not just repeat things that Trump or Hegseth say as infinite fact. Part of journalism is holding power accountable and calling them on their bullshit. Just make sure you know what you're talking about before you talk about it.